there, Smarties. Welcome back. Time to learn, so let it begin. Let's take a temperature check. Think about your zone. If you don't have a signal or a block, just find something somewhere that represents which zone you're in. Ideally, you want to be in the green zone. It's Saturday. It's a weekend. Yay! I'm in the green zone, regulated and ready to learn, although I think I should be in the red zone because it's Saturday and I'm in school. What? That's kind of weird. Okay, so we're going to do a kind of a different rendition of the Mindshift that we did yesterday, which was birthday cake and candle, or cake and candle. I guess it's birthday cake. Birthday, cake and candle. So this time, it's flower and bee. And I asked the spelling bee to come help me. I just offered to help today. We're going to be blowing the bee away. Don't tell him. The idea is that you want to make a mind shift, kind of novel. So we're going to just mix it up, but it's the same strategy. Really, breathing is breathing, right? But it makes it kind of fun. You don't need an actual flower. You can imagine that you have one. I'm allergic to most flowers, so a sunflower is safe for me. And a plastic sunflower is even better. Wouldn't really attract a bee except the spelling bee. So how we're going to do this mind shift is we're going to breathe in like we're smelling a flower and breathe out like we're blowing the bee away. I have calla lilies in my yard, and the bees like to burrow down deep into the calla lily to get the pollen, I guess, or whatever they're trying to get. And so they're way deep in it, and when I pick them up, sometimes I can just tap it, and they move, and then I just kind of blow them off, and then they go to another flower. So that's what we're doing, because we don't want to harm nature, and we certainly don't want to harm the bees, because they're becoming an endangered species, and we need bees for the pollination, for the flowers. The stinging isn't so good for us, but that's just a protective mechanism for them. So let's breathe in the flower and exhale and blow the way bee. Breathe in the flower and blow away the bee. One more time. Breathe in the flower, blow away the bee. Beautiful. So you should be regulated and ready to learn, and we're ready to focus on the calendar. Alrighty. So we can use our smart cards, our smart chart, our smart board, and our smart brain. Ideally, we're wanting to tap our schema first and then check. So we're going to do a schema tap and check. So we need a face space, right? Yesterday was 8 de mayo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 de mayo. 9 de mayo. The last single digit day of the month of Mayo, which is May. And by the time we are on junio, right? Mayo de junio? Junio de mayo. No, not mayo at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 de junio. That's June 9th. I'm so confused. We won't be in regular school. Everybody will move up to the next grade. This is a weird year, huh? 2020 vision is supposed to be perfect vision. It's so cloudy and confusing in here. All right, so it was the 8th. We're going one more up than 8, so now it's the 9th. Loop around to the left. On the right out of line. That makes 9. Yesterday was, here's my face space, and let's see, this will be Crace, the face space. I know it's not a name, but really, a face space in my finger. Friday, capital Friday, and then there's a period. Here's my handy dandy eraser. It was Friday. Now we're on a weekend. So today is Saturday. 3 syllables. capital S-A-T-U-R, of turkey, D-A-Y, and a period at the end. Tomorrow will be, last day was Saturday. We have to go all the way back to the first day of the week. Sunday is the first day of the week. Will be capital S-U-N-D-A-Y, and then a period. All right, today is, and we're going to transfer the information, Saturday, comma, May 9th, 2020. Yesterday was Friday, that's in the past. Today is Saturday, that's in the present. Tomorrow will be Sunday, that's in the future. Today is Saturday, May 9th, 2020. Make sure you're transferring it into your composition book or notebook or onto loose leaf paper that you can put into a binder and reference back. Read it over and over and over again and again and again. Automaticity is our goal. Fast as a snap, fast as a clap, fast as a blink. That's how fast that I can think. Now let's transfer over into this isn't really our micro lesson, it's like our nano lesson. So our nano micro lesson. Smaller than micro, so it's little nanosecond, smaller than a microsecond, I guess. All right. Now what I have here is a math structure. So mathematicians, put on your mathematician cap. Tricks and tools of the trade. Do you remember what this structure is called? They look kind of like little monsters with like eyeballs up here and a little body down here, or with a big head and funny little legs dangling. It's for breaking apart and putting together, for composing, putting together, and decomposing, taking apart. Remember what they're called? Number. We really kind of steal this over from science. Bonds. Number bonds. Sales bond together, so we borrowed that. Bonding, putting together, taking apart. All right, so in our first little number bond looking monster looking number bond, we see some and some more represented by some dots. Just scattered configuration, two little scattered configurations. Those are not supposed to be eyeballs, they're supposed to represent a number. So on the left we see 1, 2, 3 as 2 and 1 more, so that's subitizing. And we see exactly the same, like a mirror of it. So if this is 3, then this is also 3. So 3 and 3 more. If we put them together, we're composing, putting together. We can start at 3 and count on. 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 and 3 more equals 6. At a left angle, come down, loop right around. That is how we get our kicks when we make a 6. Now this one actually is using numbers, but we have some and we're missing. So we're looking for something that's missing. So we know at the top, 5 is the total. And at the bottom we have 4. So actually, even though we're decomposing, we have to use a strategy called subtraction. What we have with what we need. So we want 5 and we already have 4. So we need to figure out how many more we would need to add or put with 4 to get to 5. Or if we took 4 away from 5, how many do we have left? So we have 5, or we want 5, but we have 4. So this is the known. We want 5. What is known is we have 4. So we need 1 more. Or we could say we have 4. We want 5. How many more did we need to add? So one way, we're taking away. The other way, we're adding to. So both of those are really positive strategies, and both of them work. What you need to do is figure out which strategy you would use and be able to explain it. That's what's really important about math right now. Being able to not just come to an answer, but defend the answer. So we want 5, we have 4, we need 1 more. And how we can check it is 4 and 1 more equals 5. Let's go to the next number bond. We have a missing number at the top, but this is what's known. What's known is how many and how many more. What's not known is how many in all. So what's known is we have 9, And one more. We have 9 and one more. So if we have 9 and we put one more with them, how many do we have in all? We know on both of our hands, we have how many fingers, including our thumbs? 10. So if we have 9 and we put one more with them, we now have a total of 10. 9 and one more is 10. If we start at 9, put 9 in our head and count on 9, 10. We put a 1 in the tens place and a 0 in the ones place. That makes 10. So these single digit numbers get together and they combine and they create a double digit number. Now here we know 8 is how many in all. When we compose and put together, we want 8 in all. What we have is 3. Now we need to know how many more do we need. We want 8 in all. We have 3. So how many more will we need to make 8 in all if we have 3? 8 take away 3 equals 5. 5 plus 3 more equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we want 8, we have 3, we need 5 more. Cross left and down, loop right around. That is how we jive when we make a 5. Now we know there are 9 in all, but we want to break 9 into 2 parts, and they're not equal because this side says 6. So 9, if we take away 6 of them, 5, 6. How many do we have left? 9 take away 6 equals 3. 6. How many more do we need to add to get to 9? Plus 1, 7, 2, 8, 3 equals 9. So 6 and 3 more equals 9. And 9 can be broken into these parts. 6 and 3 more equal 9. 3 and 5 more equals 8. 10 take away 9 equals 1. 5 can be broken into 4 and 1 more. 5 take away 4 equals 1. 5 take away 1 equals 4. 3 and 3 more equals 6. 6 take away 3 equals 3. 6 take away 3 equals 3. Nicely done. That was some big math. So take a big picture of it. Make sure you transfer it over into your composition book. You ready? I'm going to move our portable calendar. Bye-bye. See you soon, like tomorrow on Sunday, the weekend. Now we are going to revisit our growth mindset quotes. The key to mastery is, you've got it, effort. And challenging as it may be, never, ever give up. Just do your best. Just do your best. You can do it if you try. You can do it if you try. Just do your best. Now, maybe you can't do the math that we did, even if you try, but you will never be able to do the math that we did if you don't try. So maybe you can't do some of the things that you're trying, but you will never be able to do any of those things if you don't try. Trying doesn't guarantee that you can do it, but if you don't try, it guarantees that you won't do it. And usually if you try, even if you don't do it as well as maybe other people, you get better at doing it at all. And sometimes you just need a little bit of help and time, and with continued effort, you get mastery. All right, let's go on a field trip. On a learning field trip. Climb on the bus. Honk, honk, beep, beep, school bus. School bus on in the hallway. Let's build up our schema. Time for a brain bite, a schema snack, just a little nibble. All right, we're going to do our micro lesson now that we're done with our nano micro lesson, our nano lesson, and now our micro lesson. I was like making some stuff up. Isn't that cool? This is why I am super teacher. Don't you wish you could be super teacher too? Make up some stuff and people would be like, okay, because she said so, but I don't know so. My cape gives me the superpower to make stuff up. Little people, what you gonna do? Stop me? Who's gonna stop me? You gotta learn some stuff from me first. I'm gonna dump out some schema. Not all my secrets, just most of them. Okay, maybe all of them. Come on, Padawans. Handle it with care. I want to be a ninja master and Yoda at the same time. Mixed metaphors work. Alrighty. We've been doing beginning sounds and beginning sounds and beginning sound, what's called ad nauseum. Are you like getting tired of it? You shouldn't be, because you should be getting to be a better reader and a better writer, because you can hear the beginning sounds, isolate them, figure out what the symbols are that represent them, and commit them to paper. And then other people can come along and figure out what your good idea is because you recorded them there. Remember, writing is just talk written down, and talk is just thoughts spoken, and thoughts are just ideas that form and connect and build through neural connections and schema. Oh. All right, so now we're going to move to ending sounds because I figure it's time to punch some information into our smart brains. So we've done beginning sounds. What we're going to listen for now is, are they the same at the end? Now, when the last chunk is the same, we call those rhyming words. But words can have the same ending sound and not be rhyming words. Not all ending sounds that are the same indicate rhyming words. But if the ending sound is not the same, it can't be a rhyming word. I love those ifs and thens and absolutes. They're fantastic. I love logic. I love logic. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at our Rebus Pictures. This is phonemic awareness. You don't see any words written down. The words kind of can work as almost like what you want to call a crutch, kind of support you. This way you have to just rely on your brain. You also have to know what the pictures are. So sometimes we don't know what the pictures are because we haven't had experience with them, or the teacher, that would be me, is such a poor artist that it's hard to understand what the pictures are. So I am here as your interpreter. I am your picture interpreter. So in the event that you are confused, and that would be highly likely because I drew the pictures, I will clarify what they are. All right? And I can see that we can't see some of our pictures, so I'm going to just move our camera down just a tiny pinch. There we go. Look, you can see more of me. Yeah, more to love or be annoyed by. Okay, so when we look at the pictures, I'm going to say them. We are going to pull them out, and then we're going to punch the ending sound to see if they're the same or they're different. It's like I'm living in a sound machine. My dryer, my washing machine, my computer. Pretty soon my doorbell, my dog will come running, my kids will start screaming. All kinds of sounds. We're just going to build up all your phonemic awareness. Okay, that's not building phonemic awareness, but it is building up listening skills. So if you look at my first two boxes, my mystery boxes, here you see a star, and next to the star is a car. Star, car. Do those sound the same at the end? Star, car, Was that the same sound? Not at the beginning. We didn't break off the beginning sound. K, R, and star. K and s are not the same. So that's an example. Listen carefully. K, s, k, s, k, s. Now the speech partners, you're going to put your tongue up there. S, z, s, z. Maybe they're not speech partners. C stills S and stills K sounds. So C makes both of those sounds. K, s. But My mouth doesn't even look the same, and my ears don't hear the same thing. So you want to rely on your mouth, your throat, and your ears. Your mouth, what shape is it when you make those sounds? Your throat, do you feel your speech motor on or off? Does it vibrate in the same place, or is it different? Is it lower? Is it higher? Is there no voice sound? And then listen very carefully. That's how we build phonemic awareness. We use our tools. Car, star. They're the same at the end. In fact, these words actually, ding, 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 rhyme. R, A-R, R, A-R, R, 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 R. So these are rhyming words. Why don't we put another, I'm going to double box it. I don't want to circle it because I don't want to contaminate my green marker. I need this to last me through the summer until I go back to work and get some more. Now let's look at the next one. Now this is a ladybug, but we're just going to use the consonant, vowel, consonant word, bug. It is in the category of bugs. Bug, and this is a ball. Bug, ball. Bug, ball, g, o, g, o, g, o. Ooh, g, o. My mouth stays the same on the outside. G. Put your hand on your speech motor. G. That's your throat. G, o, g, o. You can feel your throat kind of pushing inside. It's kind of pushing against your hand for g and o. It just kind of vibrates. So even if you have a hard time hearing the difference, you can feel the difference. That's why phonemic awareness is so important. Even though it's a listening skill, when we use our hands and our other senses, we can access that information. Sometimes people are unable to hear anything, but they can feel the vibrations. So people who are deaf can feel the difference in the sound. Now, they're not going to make it exactly the same because they can't hear it, so they're not going to be able to hear the sound. So they might drop part of it off because their brain doesn't know how to tell their tongue and their teeth and their mouth how to make the whole sound. But they can feel the sound, and when it feels the same when they produce it, not because they can hear it, but because they can feel it, then they stop making the sound. So as learners who can hear, hearing learners who are not hearing impaired, this is support for you. So it's a good idea to reach in and use all the tools that you can use. So that helps your brain make those connections. Sometimes faster, sometimes it just helps us make the connections. Ball, ol, bug, g, ol. Are those the same or not the same? Now listen, ball, b, bug, b. The beginning sound is exactly the same, so that's so confusing. You have to listen very carefully to what I was asking you to listen for, not the beginning sound. Sometimes school is full of trickery, and teachers are the biggest tricksters of all. So you have to listen closely and carefully so the tricksters don't trick you. All right, so bug and ball, they don't have the same ending sound. They have the same beginning sound, but don't be confused. It's just like math and a word problem. You have to listen for the information that you're asked to listen for. You're going to hear a lot of other information. Don't be confused by the extemporaneous, all the extra stuff that's going to make it more difficult for you to remember what you need to. Now here we see a picture of a cat. And I know it says soda on the outside, but it's the container the soda comes in. It's a can. Cat, can. Cat, can. Cat, can, t, t, t. Has no speech, no voice motor. The voice motor is completely off. T, it's just air. Can, you can feel your speech motors on. So even if you couldn't hear and differentiate the two, you can feel the difference. K and k, at. The beginning sound is exactly the same, so don't get tricked. Trickster's coming back for you. You're not fooled. No fun. Good job. Good job. So we are, oops, and I put it green around this one. Wow, my gosh, I was talking so much I got confused by what it's saying. Let's get red. Kiss that one goodbye. What do we know about me? I'm the perfect model of growth mindset. If I'm awake and breathing, which I seem to be now, my heart is still beating. I have my growth mindful heart and breath. Mistakes are expected. They need to be inspected and respected. And I was just talking so much I got distracted and then put a ring around it. They are not the same at the end. They are the same at the beginning. These are not the same at the end, so let's use red and kiss them goodbye. Sheesh, this is where it helps to have a class full of little people saying, Dr. Robinson, can you show me your degree again? Because I'm not sure that you should have a doctorate. What were you thinking? I wasn't. Well, I mean, I was, but I wasn't. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Help me out here. Help me out. You got this. Stay with me. Stay with me. Here we go. This, I know it's very poorly drawn, but do you see the 8 legs? That's an indication. And this probably should be red on its back. That would help a little bit more. It's a spider. Here's a spider and here's a spoon. Spider, spider, spoon. If we break off the beginning sound, spider, spoon, they're exactly the same, but now listen to the ending sound. Spider, spoon. Same or not the same? Spider, spoon. Now, and n's feel almost exactly the same in your throat. This is where a mirror might help too. Spider, see my mouth? Spoon. Spider, spoon. You can feel your tongue go up on n of spoon. So it's a little bit different. These are not the same at the end. So we're going to kiss them goodbye. Now here we see a snake and a snowflake. Snake, snowflake. Now snowflake is a compound word, but listen to the beginning sound. Snake, snowflake. They're exactly the same. So we don't want to get tricked by that. So let's listen to the ending sound. Snake, snowflake. Oh, they're the same at the beginning and at the end. So do we put a green ring or do we put an X and kiss them goodbye? Green ring. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me in my learning and paying attention. I guess I need another breath. I can bring my flower back. Blow my bee away. He's going to come back and sting me in a minute. Pay attention. Let's look at the next one. Truck. Now, this could be $1, but it's only worth 1. And so slang for $1 that's only worth 1 is called a buck. I could not draw a male deer. That was super hard. So I just did a buck. It has a different meaning, same word. Truck, buck. Truck, buck. Truck, buck. Not the same at the beginning. Let's listen to the ending sound. Truck, buck, k. Both breath sounds. And actually it's the same sound as in flake, snake, k. Exactly the same. So green ring or red ring. I'm not going to do it by myself now because I make mistakes. Green. You got it. Ding, ding, ding. You are correct. Now let's look at the next one. These are stairs, but my arrow is pointing to just one. And so we want to eliminate the plural, more than one, and we want to isolate the one singular. So these are stairs, but this arrow is pointing to a stair. 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 And over here is a tiny, I know it looks a little like a bunny, but it's not supposed to be a bunny. Bear. Let's break off the beginning sound. Bear, stare. Yeah, not the same. Let's punch the ending sound. Bear, stare, bear, stare. Hey, they rhyme. Just like truck and buck, snowflake and snake. You could do a poem after this. weird poem, but you could still do poetry where it rhymes at the end. Green or red, green or red. I can't be trusted. My pens are brainless. Tell me which to use. Green. Green wins. Ding, ding, ding. One more. Oh, spelling bee. You're on the board today. Whee! Sorry for blowing you away, but I made you like a superstar because spelling bee is one of the featured pictures. Okay, so here, I know it doesn't look like it, but it's supposed to be a tree. Tree, and next to the tree is my spelling bee. T-re-b-e. T-b. Those do not sound the same. But no, not the same. Let's punch the ending sound. Tree, B, E, 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 E. Exactly the same. So am I going to use green or red so it doesn't end up being another mistake? Green. Ding, ding, ding. Bee and tree are rhyming words. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that were green and 1, 2, 3 that were red. So more were green than were red. So we did more of the same ending sound. That was super awesome and so much fun. I hope you don't forget the mind shift. I hope you don't forget that the key to mastery is effort and that you never, ever give up. And breathe in the flower. Blow away the bee. That was awesome, Smarties. I guess I'll see you on Sunday. Bye-bye. And it's Mother's Day, so make something nice for your Mama Llama tonight, okay? Like a beautiful card. Be nice to your brothers and sisters and super polite to her. That is the best gift of all as a mom. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you now. Like, yeah, I want an iWatch or whatever that's called, iPhone watch. Yeah, I want that Apple Watch, an Apple Watch. I want an Apple Watch. I want a new camera for my computer so that I can broadcast better in my digital classroom. And I want some lemon cake. That would be awesome. But I really, really, really just want my kids to get along and be good people. That's what most moms want. Moms, we're the queens of grit and resilience. We have to stay in it and we have to spring back because every day, especially now in this pandemic, now that we're all teachers and a lot of us don't have credentials and a lot of us are still doing another job. Like I'm a teacher and I still have to teach my own students and then I have to teach my own kids. So I'm in a combination class. It's hard. It's hard. So be good to your mamas. Be good to your mamas. Goodbye, super smarties. Be really good to your mamas. These are my non-subliminal messages. Take good care of your mom tonight. Do good things. Clean up your stuff. Listen to her. Don't fight with your siblings. Tell your mom how beautiful she is and how wonderful she is and how much you love her. Okay, so I'm going to give you extra love today. Tons and tons and tons. And do not save it. Give it all to your mom. Match my love and then give all that love to your mom. I'll give you more tomorrow, okay? I promise. Give her that love too. I'll give you double next time. And pride, this time take the pride in and give it to her. You can keep the schema. The schema shop is shut, so you can't have any more of mine until tomorrow. But every day you take some of your mom's. That's what makes you a better person. Learning from your mama llama who loves you more than anything in the world. I know this. Your mom told me. She loves you so much. So you show her your love too, okay? Till later. Super teacher.